All right, y'all. So the green tea just turned black, man. I'm telling you right now, and that's just like, yo, it's getting muddy up in here. It is getting crazy up in here. So Gene Deal reveals Ashton Kutcher is worried that Diddy secretly recorded him and has tapes. Oh snap, he got some tapes. So let's check it out, man. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up. We about to get right into this. Do not forget to share. All right, let's get right into it. Gene got a lot to say. Shout out to Art of Dialogue.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I just heard about that. But you heard about the reports that Ashton Kutcher, he's worried that Diddy might lie on his friends? You heard about that?
But that's what I've been saying. I said, if the federal government wanted somebody more than they want Diddy, if he has some information about some people that they would rather have other than him, he's able to get that information to them.
So Punk'd has not been a big show for a while. And Punk was one of them shows that we all love. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us grew up on that. The only person I could say that would maybe be equal to Diddy would be Jay-Z. And the other people y'all already know about. Ashton Kutcher, he's been out of the limelight for a while. So I don't see why they would be going after him except for him to come up and give a testimony or whatever he got to do. You know what I'm saying? For him to actually be on a stand. But as far as everything else goes, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Ashton Kutcher, at this point in his career, where we haven't seen Ashton, he's been off the map for a long time, would it make sense to have him come back in? You know what I mean? Let us know.
If he has some information about some people that they would rather have other than him, he's able to get that information to them. But they gotta want it. They gotta want it. And Ashton Kutcher and him they were real tight. One time, me, him, Ashton Kutcher went to a Nets game and we met Jay-Z there. You know what I'm saying? So they were close, they was cool.
But you think Diddy would do something like that? Lie on other celebrities?
Well, why would it have
Hell
to be
yeah.
a lie? Because if he get caught in, he gonna be as truthful as possible. You understand? He's gonna give them enough information, whereas that it's gonna make him look like the choir boy.
So basically what he's saying is he's going to do what he did to Shine. You know what I'm saying? Shine represented, you know what I'm saying? He pulled out whatever. But remember, there was two types of rounds. And Diddy was found with something in his back, you know, in the back of the limo, you know, with Wolf driving. So Ashton Kutcher, I don't feel like he could give much. I haven't seen him. I mean, if any of y'all let me know. I know that they had a friendship, but I don't feel like Ashton Kutcher's big enough at this point to do anything except for save himself and say, nah, Diddy a weirdo. We know that. You know what I mean?
As truthful as possible. You understand? He's going to give them enough information, whereas that it's going to make him look like the choir boy. So Ashton Kutcher, he has a right to be kind of alarmed if he was doing things with Diddy. Remember they used to have that group called the what do they call it? The Brat Pack, with Diddy, him, and a couple other guys was hanging out. Leonardo, one other guy too. I forgot the other guy's name.
Yo, it's funny, the Brat Pack, right? Because, hey, we all know the Brat Pack, bro. Come on, let's be real with it. We all know the Brat Pack. You know, the original Brat Pack, you know, Emilio Estevez, Molly Ringwald. Y'all already know Rob Lowe, Andrew McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? We know them. Demi Moore. So it's kind of one of them things where it's like, bro, what are you talking about? The Brat Pack? Like, for real, like, I don't know. I mean, they might have reinvented it again, but they wasn't the original Brat Pack. You know what I'm saying? Jude Nelson, you know, come on. The original Brat Pack, that was back in the 80s. That was an old school term. But if they reinvented it, hey, man, y'all gonna be the Rat Pack now. And I remember because the original term was a Rat Pack. Let's go.
They all might be worried.
For him to come out with that comment, I mean, that is suspect. It sounds like he's worried that Diddy might give up some information.
That's why. That's why he made that statement, to set it up. To set up the atmosphere that, yo, this guy's gonna lie on us. This guy ain't gonna tell the truth on us. But what we know is that wherever Diddy went, his tape recorders went. His
Oh,
camera equipment was working.
nah.
He was videotaping everything.
Hell nah.
So they might have that videotape already.
Right. And out of curiosity, have you had any kind of contact with the feds?
I have not spoken to a prosecutor. I haven't spoken to anybody connected to what is happening right now with.
Which is interesting because Gene obviously had been on security detail for a while. You would think they would want his statement, especially with all these interviews he's doing and giving a lot of this murky water. I think it's murky just because I feel like I don't know if Gene knows enough or maybe he just given what he given. But at the end of the day, I feel like there's no real dialogue here, and I'm surprised they haven't called him to decipher exactly what he's saying on these interviews. I think they should call Dean. How many of you guys think they should call Gene if they want to know what's going on? He was just a security guard for so long. Why not call him in? He got a lot to say, obviously, right? You would think, as a prosecution, that you would say, hey, you know what? Let me get somebody in here that's around him all the time. Obviously, he has a lot of stories. Obviously, he's been around a lot of these Diddy tings that's been going on. You heard? So why not bring him up? Why not just question him and say, hey, what do you know? What do you actually know? What have you actually seen? That to me is very cryptic, very anonymous because it's like, hey, why wouldn't you go to his security and ask them the questions, right? Because they're the ones that's supposed to secure the shit, right? They're the ones that's supposed to keep the people out of the secret rooms, right? So, how many of you guys think that Gene should have been hit up a long time ago to find out what's going on in these secret rooms?
Brother Love, Diddy, Sean Combs, and none of that. There's no reason for them to speak on me because when I spoke about stuff about Sean Combs, it was stuff that happened personally to people around us. And there's nothing that I said that could be deemed criminally that could have got Sean Combs into jail. See, that's what people want you to think, that I've said so much that it's the reason why he's in jail and the prosecutor got him. But they can't tell you what law that I said that he broke, or what did he did illegally to get him in jail. They can't even
Facts.
tell you that.
Facts. He only told us on the freaky stuff that Diddy be doing. You know what I'm saying? Where I guess Usher was involved after she just gave Diddy fellatio, and then obviously Usher gave her a kiss. He really never really spoke up on anything, but he does allude in certain ways to certain activities that it's like, bro, you know more than what you're saying, which is cool. Which is cool. I understand it, man. I understand it. You don't want to put yourself in it, but you're trying to make your bag. I get it.
If you ask somebody to say, well, what did Gene Deal say that Puff did that led him to get in jail? So, no, I have not talked to a prosecutor. No, I haven't talked to anybody on the defense team. I have not spoken. There's no reason why. Now, is there a possibility they may call me? It may. They had this guy.
No, the question is, what are you gonna do when they call you? Are you gonna say the truth? Are you gonna leave certain moments out? Um, there's a lot there. There's a lot there, and me knowing what I know, I, just behind the scenes on certain things is that I'm surprised they haven't called you, brother. And believe me, they will be giving you a call. With all of these interviews, they going to give you a call. They definitely calling you up. They definitely hitting you up. And they going to want to know what you know. They definitely are going to want to know exactly what are you hinting at here? What are you going around here? There's a lot of things that you're saying here, but you're not filling in the blanks. We need you to fill in the blanks. We need this word puzzle solved over here. And they're going to pressure you and they're going to push you. And hey, man, you do what you got to do, man. The truth is going to be out there anyway. You might as well just do what you do. You're not in security no more, obviously. You're retired. You might as well just go out there and explain yourself and help some victims out. You are no longer any of that. You don't have to be affiliated with that. You ain't got to be a street dude. You obviously are a stand-up civilian. You're telling your side of the story. You are leaving out a lot, I do feel. But hey, let's see what happens.
They had this guy under surveillance since 2011, bro. Since 2011.
Okay.
Since 2011, they knew that Puff was doing some crazy shit. And why they didn't stop him then, bro? Why did they wait till 2024? If they had information that he was underage boys and all this stuff like this, why they ain't go do something? Why did they let all these other people be victims? What you say, 120 showed up? How many of those people came after 2011? We don't even know. The government needs to stop doing that shit. They know somebody is doing something illegal. They know somebody doing something wrong. Stop them in their tracks.
Okay, so you just made a great point, Gene. You made a great point. You being his personal security, you've seen a lot. You should have spoken up. If this is your stance, that's why I feel like you should have spoken up, because I think you've seen a lot more than you are letting the public know. I feel like you're just giving just enough, these little tidbits. And hey, man, get your bag. I get it, but we dealing with people's lives. These are people's lives. Come on, man. Let's go.
Then we don't have all these victims. We don't have all these situations.
So that's the end of that interview. How many of you guys think that if Gene seen something, he should have came out before? He feels so strongly on we wouldn't have all these victims and, this, that, and the third. Well, they're not in the room. Most of the time you were around, you were kind of like Diddy's right-hand man, like I said. So where do you fall in this place of blame? Where do you fall in this place of, hey, I have to take an ownership of what's going on? Should I say something or shouldn't I say something? Because, hey, at the end of the day, you got to reflect. You got to reflect. And where do you take ownership and your participation in silence when it comes to this Diddy weird shit? You guys let me know. Does Gene have an obligation to speak up and say what he's seen? Not give us these tidbits. It sounds like he knows a lot. Maybe he should speak up more. I don't know. You guys let me know. Put it in the comments. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, and slap that red button.